Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Leenda, and this is For the Record, Your Honor. Supercross 2025 Jett Lawrence injury report and what is next. As of February 3rd, 2025, we have received news from the Honda HRC and Lawrence camp. Last we saw, Jett was pulling off the track, and it looked like we were watching Eli Tomac's injury night all over again. Same exact vibes. There were rumors that he had just felt a sting and knew something could be wrong and just instantly didn't want to risk getting hurt even worse if he continued. Well, today we got the confirmation from Jett himself. Jett went on social media to post a video where he actually seemed to be in good spirits about it all, which either it's for the camera or he just might be kind of relieved in some sort of weird way. Look, what they do is hard work and scary, dangerous. And while he's healing, he could focus on some other things and live a little bit of the normal life outside for just a little bit. He might just need the relaxing and some peace time, maybe catching up with his girlfriend or something. I say this as he came into round one looking exhausted and not interested at all, not just in the race, but it gave me the vibes that he didn't even care to be there. His mind seemed to be somewhere else. So I don't know if something personally is going on in his life, per se, with like his girlfriend, but what also could be affecting him at that time was simply the whole manager issue, where the Lawrence family had fired and are now suing Lucas Myrtle for over $600,000. I have a video out now that I will link below and at the end of the video, where I put together a small partial mock trial for you guys to follow along with the documents and just to get the gist of it all. Lucas claims they were all like family, and if that is so, that is totally understandable why Jett may have been upset or stressed out. The Honda HRC rider went into detail about his condition from Glendale. While he was riding, we saw him somewhat of pointed and dabbed his foot down into the dirt on that second turn, and it kind of looked like it dragged back. And then we saw he immediately pulled off to the side, exiting the track, favoring that leg and clearly being upset. He was like gripping hard on the bars and shaking and nodding his head, most likely saying the F word. The confirmation was that he had torn his ACL and has some meniscus damage. Well, welcome to the club, my friend. Only difference is I personally do not have money for such a surgery, so people like me forever have to deal with that type of stuff. The give outs, the popping, and dislocations, all the fun stuff. I say this as I know from experience, it's best to get the surgery and rehab it and get it strong and unstiff. And if you don't, you should still rehab it. And well, I didn't. Honestly, most people, who has the time to, honestly, or the money? As a pro athlete, I get it, so go for it. I found out today that I tore my ACL and I am having surgery tomorrow to repair it, Jett said. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be able to return, but rehabbing will be my new full-time job. So I hope to see you guys as soon as possible. I'm super bummed to let the fans down, and I can't wait to get back out there. As he couldn't really compete and finish, he still is in the charts. Currently, he sits at 5th in the AMA Supercross 450 title standings. We're all absolutely gutted for Jett, as we had high hopes for him winning another Supercross title this season, added Brandon Wilson, manager of racing and advertising at American Honda. After some misfortune at round one, his speed has been very impressive, as he scored a main event win at round 3 and sat in the first overall after the first 2 races at Glendale Triple Crown. Injuries are a part of racing though, and everyone at Honda is pulling for Jett to have a successful surgery and good recovery. We know this is just a speed bump, and Jett will be back as strong as ever. In the meantime, we look forward to continuing to provide our full support to our active riders. His recovery, honestly, will consist of a lot. Heavy dedicated physical therapy, which can take from 6 to 12 months. Most athletes, depending on their sport, they tend to aim for the 6 to 9 months range. Early phase, first few weeks, it's all about focusing on reducing swelling, regaining basic range of motion, and gentle strengthening exercises with minimal weight bearing. Often you'll see them using crutches or some sort of brace for support. Intermediate phase, which is weeks 6 to 12, progressive strengthening exercises, body awareness, and gradual return to the weight-bearing activities like walking and stationary biking. Advanced phase, months 3 to 6 and beyond, there will be some advanced neuromuscular training, sports-specific drills, agility exercises, and gradual return to full participation in training and competition, with obvious close monitoring from physical therapists and a doctor. Factors impacting recovery time: depending on the severity of the injury, additional ligament damage or meniscus tears will extend recovery time, which, from what we gather from Jett, that might be the case. Athletes' fitness level. If their fitness is extremely high levels, they may facilitate a quicker recovery. Surgical technique and graft type. So different surgical approaches may have varying healing timelines. Adherence to rehabilitation programs following the physical therapy be crucial instructions for optimal recovery that must be followed. Some important considerations for athletes: gradual progression. Returning to sports too quickly can increase risk of re-injury, which is my problem. I didn't put in all the time, and it happened during winter, so I babied it. I kept it stiff because I was doing what they call shuffling, because I was afraid I was going to fall on the ice. And then it turned into pretty much isolating yourself to avoid re-injury, which made it worse. It never healed properly, and just to line up my legs together and stand completely straight, it hurts. And like I said earlier, you have random moments where it just pops out and dislocates on you, whether it pops in by itself or you gotta do it. Also, what's very important for Jett will be getting that balance back, like psychological preparedness, addressing mental concerns about the tear, the knee area, can be really important and helpful. And just obviously just monitoring the process. Regular assessments with a doctor and physical therapist to track recovery and identify potential issues is huge. So let's hope the best for Jett, and no matter how long it may take, because it's very important in and outside of the sport. So that's all I got for an update with Jett right now. I will be doing a part 2 regarding the lawsuit with more details. So hopefully I'll see you guys around for that.
What's up, guys? Little update of the weekend. Wasn't very ideal. So I got the results today and ended up tearing my ACL. It is cooked, in other words, and a slight tear in my meniscus. So I'm going for surgery tomorrow at 11:30. Gonna get that fixed up and have 4 months, I think it is, to recover. The recover time, as the doctor said. So it's not ideal. Was really bummed. I was hoping the worst would be maybe bone bruising, but sadly not. But I just want to have a huge shout out to everyone, as the team, the fans, especially the team. We've been working hard to get this bike better, and the bike was feeling good on the weekend. So it's sad, but we'll come back stronger and healthier. For fingers crossed, maybe outdoors is the goal, but we'll see. But thanks to the fans and all the kind messages from everyone, and we'll keep you guys posted, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon. So thanks everyone, and have a good one, guys.
I'm Leenda, and that's for the record, Your Honor.